Alright, so I'm out here in the barn again today, getting back at cleaning it up. I'd kind of taken the week off to kind of rest up and stuff. I wasn't feeling so well, and Allie had some things that I'd take care of. You really can't tell, but I am making progress, I promise. Down here, we got a few items that CJ's got to place up for sale. So let me flip the camera around here so you can see a little bit better. All that stuff we have for sale, so CJ's got to put prices on that. I think the front end was brought in last night by Troy. I think he picked that up for CJ. He'll go over that more in the video. So you can actually kind of walk in through the door now without tripping over things. It's not where I want it, but it's better than it was so far. I am still working on this section up here. Like I said, I know it doesn't look like I've done much, but it is coming along. We only emptied, I think, 3 boxes yesterday, and CJ and I had a little tiff about that. It's a little loud in here right now because the furnace is going. We have one whiteboard up. We got to add to that today, and the other one should be getting here today. So we'll go over that more later. But the cabinets are in. The shelves are up. Believe it or not, I think we've gotten rid of 4 tables CJ had. I gotta work on cleaning this one up. And his roller cart, which he hasn't been able to use in probably a good 15 years, has been emptied out and is gonna get cleaned out so he can start using it on the project that he's currently working on. But here are some of the tables that he actually got rid of, so they're folded up here in the corner. And just making a little bit of progress. Things are cleaned up. But what our tiff was about this morning, he went to Andrews. I don't know if you know the Fuck Joe Biden car. That's Andrew's car, and he went down there to pick up some parts, so he'll go over that. But this lovely little collection right here, he was supposed to have this cleaned up for me last night, and instead he got busy talking and focusing on other things, so needless to say, it did not get cleaned up. So I am not able to do what I wanted to do with rearranging some of these things here to get them out of the way. So I have to move that stuff. Most of it is scrap, from my understanding, what I've been told, but I need CJ here to tell me if it is or isn't. What I'm trying to do is get this area here cleaned up and organized. So for one, I'm going to put a sitting area down so CJ can rest when he needs to. And for 2, I want to move the turbo car up over there. So it allows him access to the furnace over there, and also we can move the new Raggedy Ann car over to the other lift and kind of keep things organized with what's turbo, what's nitrous, and keep that well. I already have 1 cart full of scrap, and the wheelbarrow is going to get filled up with scrap. I wanted to put it all in a couple of scrap trucks that we have out back, but CJ has informed me that those needed parted out before I can fill them with scrap. So we'll probably talk about those a little bit more in the video today. He did work on cutting the cage out that was currently in the car. I think Morgan stopped by Friday night into Saturday night, I believe, and assisted him with that. So they got that all taken care of. So it's ready for the new chromoly cage that CJ's going to have put in it. And that has been a big discussion this week on where we're going to go with that. And like I said, he was out here by himself, so he didn't do a whole lot of videoing on cutting it out. You will see a little bit of it here in the video. But hopefully that lets the person that's going to put the new cage in good access to everything, and they can get it done. And like I said, the front end, I'm pretty sure Troy brought that in last night. From out of state, they have purchased it. So more to come in this video of the progress we're making and what we still have left to work on. But we are slowly but surely getting somewhere on the cleaning. It's just not looking like it right now. CJ has a lot of stuff. He doesn't like to part with a lot of stuff. So I have to have him here when I go through it. And plus I want to make sure it's where he needs to access it easily. It is his barn. So he needs to be able to, those are pictures Allie drew when she was little. So he wanted to hang on to those. But yeah, I wanted to make sure he's here so he can find all the stuff that he needs to find easily. But he did say he was impressed that he can walk around the cage now without, the lift, without tripping over anything. So that does make him happy about that. So we're getting there. And Raggedy Ann, the old one, she's still up there. We're pulling pieces off of her that we can use. So
Say hi, Morgan. Howdy, y'all. I came from the Great North, the Big Apple. We got snow. No, we don't, but it feels. We were getting everything ground out. About all the cages cut out except for the main bar here. And I've got a real good start on getting it cut out. Get it ready for the chromoly cage. Caster camber plates are on-ish. They are, one of them was bent up real bad. So I put it in a press and just kind of started pressing and straightening it out. Got it pretty straight, I'm happy with it. So hopefully in the near future here we can make some more progress. So what we got going on here is this little thing that I had stuffed away in the corner. Has a plasma cutter on it, and we have no way to hook air up to it. So Morgan is going to hold this on there, and I'm going to try to use it to plasma cut. We're going to see if it'll work. Let's try it. My God, she's burning something. Battery dials out? Probably. I can't see shit now. Should have had some glasses on or something. No. I guess let's fire it up again, see if I can't hit some more of this. Ready? Yeah, we're good. Come on. Oh. Are you ready?
Yep.
We'll go to the other side. It should be close.
That was fire in the hall.
Go get it.
It's got lots of camera. Break your phone.
Okay, bring it back. This way. Ta-da. There she's out.
Is this like a boomerang? Boy, we made short work of
Cage
that.
is out. Say hi.
Yeah.
Hurry, no. So,
I'm gonna put it up in the
no. Ow, you're pulling my hair. Stop.
like that.
Yeah, 80s. No, really, my hair was done earlier this week, but
Lies.
since I've been out here cleaning, there's no need to it. I showered, that's good enough.
It looks like it's real.
Foggy?
Yeah, you need to clean your garbage.
Better! Look, you can see us now. Okay,
Don't worry, I'll fix it.
he fixed it. So, recap on progress for today. We've had lots of good conversations this week with lots of companies.
Nothing really set in stone though. I mean, we don't have anything as far as
Commitments.
yeah. I did manage to go to West Virginia today and pick up a few parts. And it was stuff a buddy had laying around. Told me to come and get it. It's not like I didn't buy it. It's not mine, but it's usable on the car. So that's a plus.
Let's talk about, you got the cage cut out of the car.
I got the cage cut out.
Why did you decide to cut that cage out of the car?
Because it is mild steel and I want chromoly. If I'm building a car basically from ground up, I would like to have a chromoly cage in it for the weight. And I'm kind of back and forth on the mild steel and chromoly. Mild steel bends, it don't break, whereas chromoly, it's probably going to break, whereas mild steel would just bend. But the mild steel is heavier. So the goal for the car is to make it as light as we can make it. I am planning on sticking with nitrous, and doing so, I know I'm already outgunned in most cases. So trying to make it as light as possible so we can get the most out of it we can.
The other areas we can compensate for the lack of.
Yeah, hopefully we can still project it down the street, down the backside of tracks, down poor surfaces and everything. Even with the lighter weight, get the percentages right. I feel like regardless of the weight, if the percentages are right, it's still gonna go. It should just go faster. So we'll find out.
Yeah, we've had several people offer to help with the new cage. We just have to buy the materials.
Well, I've had one said they would supply the cage if I paid for the labor, which is generous. I've had them offer to
Free labor.
free labor if I pay for the cage. Jerry Barrett, Bunker Hill Fabrication. He said that he'll come here and weld the cage in and, supply some of the tube for any of the additions. Like if I wanted to just get like an 8 or a 10 point pre-bent, any of the additions as far as the funny car hoop and any extra braces and stuff like that, he said he would take care of all that as well. So that's a real generous deal there too.
Yeah, we're just trying to decide on the best route to go with that.
Right. He's got 30 some years of welding under his belt. He can weld anything together. So
Yeah, I don't think there's
And want it right.
any wrong decision on the offers.
No, they're all good.
Yeah.
Everything that I've gotten.
And we just we have a new goal, so it's kind of on what we can do to get to that goal now.
And honestly, what it depends on is if I can get all the parts I need fast enough for it to be feasible. I would really like to make Dig or Die in December.
And make that the car debut.
So
That's 2 months away from today.
So it's feasible to do because, Nick Planiak, he built a car from nothing. So there was a lot more involved in that. I've got a car. I just need to, in my case, it's transferring parts over and getting the parts that I need to basically bolt onto it. And then, some fabrication, some for fabricating stuff. The original Raggedy Ann car, I had hours and hours and hours of doing little trick stuff that I wanted on the car. So we're gonna see how that goes.
I think we'll know within the next week or two if we're going to meet that goal on how we progress.
Yeah, I refuse to cut a corner to meet it. I will not go out cutting a corner. So if it's not ready, it's not ready.
Yeah, we won't push it, but it's a good goal to have.
Yeah, I feel extremely lucky to be standing here talking right now, and I'm not gonna push my luck.
Yeah.
Because looking back on that accident, I don't think I was supposed to live through it. So that's kind of that.
Yeah. We'll see. So with the new goal in mind of Dig or Die in 2 months, there are some things that we got to kind of get moving here in the next, like I said, week or two, which is hard for CJ because he goes over the list a lot and it's hard for him to make a decisive decision. It took him 6 months to buy our mower. That's how long. And we went truck shopping, I think, for 3 or 4 months and still didn't buy a truck.
But on the mower, like the first 2 years, it was broke down. It was in the shop more than we used it.
Yeah, so he likes to really, really think out his decisions. And that's where I kind of push sometimes with things. And sometimes it's a good thing and sometimes it's a bad thing. Today, I kind of pushed a little bit and he ended up going to get parts and I ended up cleaning up his mess here. So, which...
She woke up in a bad mood, so I left.
That's kind of how it went. He came home and, I took kind of my aggression out on his parts that are all laying around here now.
There we go. Give you a little shot of what's going on here. There's just crap everywhere, so it's kind of what she's made a mess of.
Yeah, I didn't get much done today. Allie had to go help out with the fair because their county fairs this week. And that left me here trying to pull stuff away from the walls and off of tables. And, I still got to take care of Darren with all that. And so I had to stop like every other hour and go check on him and make sure his needs were being met, which isn't a big deal, but it does take me longer to do things with that. And like I said, Allie's off for fair, so you'll be seeing her in the next video quite a bit. She'll be out here helping.
Yeah, she's been so busy with everything, school and working and
yeah,
volleyball and all that stuff. She just doesn't have time to get out here and help.
She wants to, but she hadn't had time. So, but now volleyball is finishing up, and so she'll be able to come out here and help. But I think we need to kind of make a decision this week on the cage.
Yeah, because it's got to get underway.
Yeah, that's the first step, first check off. We have came up with a list. Obviously, our whiteboard did not show up again today.
Yeah.
This is the second one we've ordered. The first one got damaged during shipping. So we really wanted to have that up so you can see a bigger list. But we do have a list. We're going to show it to you guys on what we need right now. I'm sure there'll be things that he thinks of coming up, but the major
and there'll also
things,
be things that I'll stumble on and be able to take off of it.
Yeah, and also those companies that you've talked to and had good conversations with, they have committed to help. We just don't know what that help is yet. So we're waiting for them to get back to us on that. And
nothing's ever really a commitment until it's on paper, though.
Yeah,
so,
or till the parts are here.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where we are on that. But we do have the list. And like he said, he went down to Andrews today. You went out to Tim Brown's this week.
I took the heads out and got that all taken care of. I wasn't able to get a hold of him this weekend, but he was out there working.
He's a busy guy. He's got his own racing project to do.
Yeah, so he did take it upon himself. He already did the valve job and everything on them. They're setting ready to assemble. And I told him that I will come out and assemble them so he don't have to mess with it. He's leaving Wednesday and won't be back for 3 weeks or better, going out racing no prep kings. So let him get ready for all that. Make sure all his stuff is ready, rather than messing around with mine, and I can't even race. So
yeah.
Trying to think.
What's your plans for this week? You got to go out there and get those.
And you get the heads.
Make a decision on the cage.
In the cage, like, you know, one of the companies sent me some sample work, some pictures of the work that they do, and a little bit about their background and everything. And like, if I pay for the pipe, he'll build a custom cage to the car. Like, it'll be custom fit. And that's kind of enticing in the way that I don't have to mess with it. Like, I can focus on something else. And he said it'd be 2 to 4 days. I'll have the car back.
And
it'll be ready.
And they would video for us the install.
Yeah, I told him that he had the video so we can all see what's going on. And I would go over and check on it and check in and everything, just make sure everything's going good and get some video of that or whatnot. Mm-hmm. But also, there's the aspect of doing it ourselves. So, and I know I'm 100% confident with Jerry.
Oh, absolutely.
You know,
his work is top notch.
It's going to get done. It's going to get done good. But with that, also, you know, he has to make plans to be here. He's a couple hours away, and I'm devoted to the garage all week, doing that.
Yeah, and it takes time away from his work and his family. And which he don't mind.
Yeah, he's more than happy to do it. He enjoys doing the stuff.
Yeah.
But
it's just a decision that we have to make, and we have to make it this week.
Yeah, it needs to be made quick so we can progress instead of regress. Like, I've been going crazy because I'm sitting idle. I don't have any parts. I don't have anything that I can
driving me nuts.
Really do.
Yeah, nuts.
Like, I was ready for the car to already be a roller with a cage in it. You know, we've had it in our possession for a week, full week.
Yeah.
And, you know, we got the cage cut out of it. Morgan showed up from New York again, helped me get the cage out of it. He just kind of, when he's in the area, he'll get a hold of me and swing on by. So, but it was good having him here.
Yeah, because I think you were pretty wore out at that point.
Well, I was still real sore. Like, I couldn't push. If I couldn't get anything cut all the way through, I couldn't push or pull to break it because it just hurt. And I wasn't going to do that. I was out here long enough pushing myself past, honestly, where I probably should have went.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I'm feeling a lot better now. My rib pain has, I think, moved into my back from trying to aid to the ribs, but I'm pretty flexible and movable now. I haven't really tried straining and doing anything hard, but I'm alive and well. I mean, you could say I'm well.
He goes to Bone and Joint tomorrow afternoon because his doctor referred him out for that, and they'll probably do the MRI of his hip for that mass that's in there and just evaluate some things. So it's good to have the bone and joint doctor in on it and see how it goes.
Yeah, but realistically, by the time that they get done referring me and sending me everywhere else, hell, I'll be healed.
Well, healthcare is not a fast food service, dear. It takes time. So once we get the cage in, are you planning on just primering it, or do you think that you want to have it painted to match Raggedy Ann? What's your thoughts on that?
I don't know. I've had some people reach out to me about paint, and I didn't really go very far with it. If I was going to have somebody paint the car, it would mimic the original Raggedy Ann, but it would be badass. Like, and that's a lot of airbrushing. That'd be a lot of skill and talented work to put into it. And I don't expect somebody to do that for free, and I can't afford to pay to have it done. So I would probably, realistically, Jeff Green did a gangster ass job on the doors.
Yeah.
He painted the doors and did all that for me.
To make it match the original.
To match the original steel doors. They were fiberglass. But other than that, I did the body work with a little bit of help because I couldn't get the body line right how I wanted it. I did the body work. I primered it. I guide coated it. The front end was wrapped. It was steel fenders with a fiberglass front bumper cover or fascia or whatever you want to call it. But it was wrapped, and I just spray painted that. Like, it was spray paint.
Yeah.
To match the original red bumper, black fender, white fender.
Yeah.
So, like I said, if it was to be painted by somebody else, it would probably be an airbrush deal and clear coated, and it would be nice. Like, Raggedy Ann car was raggedy, but it had some nice parts on it.
Yeah.
I did see a couple comments about when the people said that by the looks of it at the starting line and when it come out, it didn't look much different. And
it wasn't a surprise that the brakes went out or a malfunction happened because of the car. That was a little, yeah.
But I did take pride in the car. I already missed the car. I like that car.
We all missed the car.
I felt comfortable in that car. But sometimes I didn't feel safe in it. Whenever we were on a surface where we could go fast, like, I didn't feel like that car would keep me alive through what it just kept me alive through.
And he would tell me that, and I would say, you cannot tell me that or I won't let you leave. So
I do want to show something on this though.
Okay.
I don't know how to turn the camera around.
Here, I'll turn it for you, honey.
All right, I'm gonna show this just real quick. We got about everything. The A-arms are bent. The rotor's bent. We've got the K-member. You can see it real good over here. The K-member's all bent up down here. The modifications I did for it to fit the headers and to make this to where it unbolts out is the straightest part on it. And I didn't even get all of it welded right there. It didn't bend. Everything else on the K-member and the A-arms and everything pretty much bent. So I'm proud of that.
So, like I said, we mentioned that we are selling a few things that as we were cleaning up the barn, and I mentioned about scrap and trucks and stuff. We do have a couple of trucks in the back that needed pulled in and motors pulled and stuff like that. I think the only thing good on the GMC to sell probably would be some cab parts.
Cab's pretty rough. Frames, I don't really want to.
Yeah.
Frame's pretty much shot.
Yeah.
Bed's rusty.
But like
doors are rusty. The GMC, I pretty much got all the life it had to give out of it.
Yeah, but he's keeping the motor and things like that. The motor, transmission, and rear end out of it.
The transmission can be sold. It's got probably 30,000 miles on it. Okay. On rebuilding it and doing the B-Sun shell and some upgrades in it.
What year is the GMC?
I don't know, 2002, I think.
Yeah. And then we have a Ford.
Yeah, there's a Ford F-250. 03, 04 body style. I think all the doors on it are good. Pretty sure all the glass is good. Interior's pretty rough. Bed's beat to hell.
Yeah.
Whole front end's good.
Yeah.
It's got the V8 in it. I think it's the Triton V8, or I'll have to go look at it.
Yeah.
But it runs good. Transmission worked good.
Yeah, we just have it and we need to part it out. We just can't, we don't have the time to bring it in and pull parts off of it right now. So if,
I don't even know what the price of stuff for.
yeah, we don't know
Off
what
top
the
of my
prices
head,
are for. So if somebody's looking for those items, just reach out to us, and we can get our contact information, our address and stuff like that. You can just swing out, and it would be like a pick and pull type of thing where you'd have to come out and pull it off, because we don't have room right now in the barn to bring it in here. We don't have time to pull out, especially for wanting to meet our goal. And then somebody hit CJ up for maybe possibly buying the RV. So we don't have it up for sale, but it is a possibility that we might be selling that. We've talked about condensed.
Now I'm pretty sure that the guy that's interested is more going to be a local-ish racer. So he don't plan on going through the mountains and stuff. As I do. Like, I love going down south and racing and stuff. So
we just need something a little bit better for our needs, and we thought, since we're kind of sitting idle right now, that if somebody's interested in it, then we would sell it. We've talked about maybe condensing. We have a lot of vehicles right now. We're paying out a lot of insurance on a lot of vehicles. So we had talked about maybe possibly putting the trucks up for sale and condensing to one. I don't know if that will actually happen, but
I just hate to have to, and it's both ways. Like, what we would have to ask out of the trucks to be able to, basically would be overpriced in my eyes. It would be overpriced to go out and pay an overpriced price for a truck.
Yeah.
Everything's so damn high right now. It's like sickening.
We're not sure if we're going to just sit on those and stuff, but it would be we would be able to cut costs that way and also get something better suited for our needs for the long haul. And we also have a car in storage that we have had for years that we might be putting up for sale. So we have options to have money come in, but those are not guaranteed options.
Honestly, I'd like to trade the 41 for a gasser. That'd be cool. I like
the car in
gassers.
Storage is a 41.
It's a 41 Plymouth.
41 Plymouth, and it's been in there for, I think we probably paid more in storage in it than it's probably worth. It needs to come out of storage, and we need to get...
Well, it's been in storage since I did the quarters and stuff, since the very first No Prep Kings I raced.
Yeah.
Because I was working on the Raggedy Ann car, and I was grinding something, and something flew off and hit the window.
And then you took it up.
The next day, I got it out and put it in a storage unit, and I think I brought it back...
Once.
Was it 2 years ago I brought it back? Me and Allie took it to get ice cream and drove it around a little bit, and then I put it back in and just haven't had time to really mess with it. So
we've had it for probably 5 years or so. But, I mean, it's just milling over those options on getting funds coming in to...
I don't really get rid of stuff.
No.
So I just have a bunch of stuff, and there's a lot of stuff here that we could...
Even with this,
could generate money with
the scrapping, we have a lot of things that we could scrap, but he wants to put it in a body to get into scrap, and I'm kind of like, well, I don't want to unload it.
She just wants the stuff gone. I'm trying to get as much as we can.
I'm tired of mowing around it. And also, I just put a bunch of stuff in the wheelbarrow and the barrow and
the what?
The wheelbarrow.
The what?
I put it in there, and he's going to sift through it, and whatever goes to scrap is going to get dumped right outside the store. And then I'm going to have to move it twice. I don't want to do that. Just put it in the trailer and take it to the scrap yard and get some money for it. We got metal from the house. We got car parts.
This is how she thinks. I'm thinking it looks like there's a catalytic converter over there in that scrap pile that she's just going to throw in a trailer and scrap it.
You keep leaving me out here by myself. I just might.
Well, don't wake up pissy.
See, so, I mean, he'll go through it or whatever, but I just don't see the point in moving it twice. I think it should go to the scrapyard. It's just going to sit out there, and then somebody's going to come over and walk off with it.
One catalytic converter is probably
You had a pile up.
It's probably worth more than what you're going to get out of all.
You had a pile out there of them a while ago, and then came up missing, so.
I don't know what happened to it.
Yeah, exactly. This one will probably grow legs and walk off too.
Probably the crackheads you keep around.
Not mine.
But they are.
No, not mine. Don't allow them on my property. So, anyways, back to the car. So our goal was dig or die in 2 months. Not sure if we're going to meet it. We got to get moving on decision making.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're going to show you guys our list, and we'll keep showing you the list as it updates. We also have the whiteboard of sponsors and helpers. We got to add to that one.
Yeah, there's still some to add to it.
Yeah, quite a few to add on it. I see somebody wrote on my whiteboard over there.
No, that was stuff I thought of.
Yeah, that's not what that's for.
I can't.
My OCD is going to drive me nuts out here.
Tube front end and a roll bar.
Tube front end and anti-roll bar. They need to be on this list.
I don't know if the tube front end's on there or not.
You got tubes.
That's for tires.
Okay. All right. So with that, this week we're going to work on decision making for the roll cage, and you're going to get out to Tim's, and I'm going to work on finishing cleaning up the barn. Allie's got to get ready. Pumpkin shows next week. If you guys are close to Circleville, please come out and support her on Wednesday night. She could use it. This week was really tough on her for reasons that I can't mention on camera right now. But it was really hard on her this week. So if you're around Circleville on Wednesday evening, the judging's at 9, the parade starts at 8. Get there early, get you some food. It'll be packed, I'm sure, if the weather's good. And if she can't see you, just let her hear you. So just come out, and the pumpkin show is always good anyways. The food, you can't beat it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But naturally, it's expensive, so bring your pocketbook.
Yeah, for sure. But she'll be in the videos this week building up to that, but she's got a lot of things to practice for her speech and all that other stuff. So we're going to flip the camera around and let you guys see the list. Anything you want to add?
I love you.
Oh. This.
Just not who she was this morning. Did you say OnlyFans?
No, I am not an OnlyFans material. No, not happening.
Lies.
No.
Lies.
People already think I don't shower because my
We
hair
need
ain't done.
race car money.
I am not doing fans only.
Fans only?
Whatever. Only fans. See, I don't pay attention to that stupid stuff. Don't need none of that in my life. All I need,
All right.
I have you. That's all I need. We're good. You know I can clean up good. Put on little hooker heels. We're good.
What do you do in the hooker heels, though? I wouldn't know.
All right. So we'll show you the list.
Yeah. Hopefully we can get it done.
Yeah. So if you guys have any of the parts laying around, or able to help with anything, just let us know. We greatly appreciate
Like I said,
it.
I'm not asking for free stuff.
No.
I mean, if I can afford it, I'll pay for it. If not,
Yep.
I'm not saying at this point that I wouldn't accept some stuff, but yeah.
It'd probably be pay you later type of thing. The loan out, which she'd be good for. So.
But we'll see. I don't like debts. I don't like owing people.
No. Nope. Don't want to do that. So.
Yeah, more to come on it.
Yep.